putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 11 over Charlotte. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Smith dropping to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping A little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little... dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
There he goes! And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop off.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down.
Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up. A little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Finds a little space. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Seau. Oh, he's got some space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Thrust that arm out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It stands out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Third down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Defense looks as if it's coming. quickly out to the tight end. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks the tackle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Smith wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
A short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality?
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Duke! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. UMass put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Minutemen had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and
breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
And fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And you're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.